guys, it's Natasha and welcome back to my channel, and I hope you guys are having a great, wonderful day. If you're new, hello and welcome. Hopefully you guys like my videos today. Hit the subscribe button, the post notification icon, so it notifies you every time I upload a new video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a what's in my backpack slash back to school supply haul. I put emphasis on the backpack. We're online students. By choice, no. Given the fact of the circumstances in the world, I have to do my university online and I'll be sitting at this desk. But for the 2 to 3 times that I will leave my house because my desk is driving me crazy and I happen to find a library or a coffee shop to, take a breather, this is the stuff that will be in my backpack. So without further ado, let's get started. Very first thing, anyone that has in-person school this year, best of luck. Please have fun for us. I really wish I was on my college campus right now. I'm really missing the beach. I'm missing my friends and I don't want to be here, but it's okay. We gotta make it work. So this backpack, she's dirty. She's been through a lot. I've had her since high school. I was supposed to get a new one, but as a college student and a college budget, sometimes things are priorities over others, and this year it was in the backpack, given the fact that I won't really be taking it out, so what's the point of buying a new one? So here is the backpack. Just look at it from far. My backpack is very heavy. When I go to school, my schedule usually is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I plan it that way so I don't have any classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm a science major. It takes a lot of work and I like to take my Tuesdays and Thursdays just to do homework and catch up. So when I do go to school, I'm basically there the entire day. And that is why my backpack is so heavy, just in case I were to do school. Even if I were to do school on a coffee shop and not on my actual campus, my backpack's gonna be really heavy because I need a lot of things for my day. So first of all, look at this beauty. Just don't look at her too close. Just kind of like close your eyes a little and make it look a little fuzzy, And this is the backpack that I have. It is a Herschel. I think it's like a salt and pepper kind of grayish backpack. It does have a laptop sleeve, which is fantastic because I need to bring my laptop everywhere. So I'm just gonna show you what's inside. We're gonna open it together, we're gonna discover it, and we're gonna have fun. Okay, so the very first thing that I have in here, and I think it's one of the most important 2 items that I have in here, is my water bottle and some snacks. Like I told you, if I was to do a regular school day at school, I'd be there from basically 8 a.m. to like 7 p.m. doing labs, doing homework, going to the library, being there between my breaks. So I need fuel in my backpack. If I leave the house without a snack, I will cry. Usually I have about 3 to 4 snacks, different snacks in my college dorm, and I just shove them all in here. Right now we just have some granola bars and some water. This really keeps me safe. Even if I wasn't gonna do my schoolwork here at home and I decided to go to the library someday just to do it online, I need some snacks throughout the day. As a college student, we don't have that much coin to be spending every day on snacks, right? So I just have a bunch of snacks at home and I just pack them in my bag so I'm ready to go and I can save some coin at the same time. Okay, so the next thing is this little pouch. Usually the one that I have in my backpack is bigger, but I left it in my dorm room, so I'm just gonna show you what I have right now. But usually I just keep in here like lady stuff. Sometimes unexpected visits come or your friend needs a backup, so you always gotta have that in here. Next item in here is some sort of cash. I have my wallet with me, but I like to have a little extra backup cash on the side. You never know when you're gonna have to stay late at school or just stay late out and you just need a little cash that you didn't bring in your wallet. So it happens. It has happened to me and I have gone hungry because I didn't bring money, so I just keep it in here for safekeeping. We got some headphones to block out everyone, especially if I'm at the library or just trying to concentrate. I don't want anyone talking to me. I want to do my schoolwork, and if I have my headphones, then no one can bother me, or at least you think they shouldn't. They always come in and tap, 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 and I'm like, no ma'am. No ma'am, headphones are in. I'm out of order, out of service, you know what I mean? In here, I also have sunglasses. When I was on my college campus, back in Hawaii, it was really sunny, so I always needed to have these because I didn't want to be squinting all day. I didn't want to cause those premature wrinkles, so sunglasses it is. And most importantly, you shall never leave your house without lip gloss and chapstick. Right now I can't find my chapstick, which is kind of freaking me out, but I always have a lip gloss and a chapstick in there. I literally cannot concentrate if I don't have chapstick. Like my lips are dry, I can't think. In here I also have like my car keys, lanyard, license, house keys, all the important documentation that you need to have and carry with you at all times. Then we have our face mask. This year's a little bit different. We're doing online, but even though we're doing online, we can go out and do online in very different remote locations. So if that is the case, then I'll be using this to protect myself from other people. keeping a safe 6 feet distance, but still try to do my classes. So we got our face masks in there. Next thing I have in here is my pencil box. I like this because it's very small and minimal. It has like a little compartment for my eraser, and then it has my compartment for like my regular pencils, highlighters, whiteboard markers. I like carrying a whiteboard marker around because when I was on campus and I went to the library, we had whiteboards, and that's how I used to study. So I had to carry that around, any extra pens and stuff all in here. It's small, it's compact, I can keep it in my bag. Next item that I have in here is my handy dandy scientific calculator. This is my favorite calculator. I have tried a lot. I don't really like the T80, the really big chunky ones. Like, it's kind of extra, like why? This one's cute. She does her job. A lot of the keys are missing. I use this a lot in physics. I use this a lot in organic chemistry. I just like carrying it around. I don't like being at a place without a calculator because you never know when you're gonna need it. Next thing that I have is a wad of sticky notes. I use this when I'm taking notes. I use this with my textbooks. You can never go wrong with sticky notes. I feel like you always have to write something down. You don't want to write it in the books, especially if you're renting books. You don't want to write it in the margin. So you use this for the semester, and then you remove it all at the end, and you can return your books from wherever you rented. Because here, we're trying to save coin. We're trying to save money. We are not rich. You got to be creative. This just works very well. Okay, so my next item are my notebooks. I usually carry a couple of notebooks. This is my favorite notebook. I am very, very, very particular with my notebooks. I've been trying to find the perfect notebook for a very long time. I hate flimsy paper. I don't like it. I don't like that it rips easily. I don't like the covers that are kind of flimsy and they end up breaking off. If they get wet, they end up breaking off. That's not my vibe. I found this square quadrant notebook on Amazon. I am obsessed. The papers are nice and thick. They're not flimsy. I can use my gel pen. It won't seep through. It has a nice, can you hear that? It's like the covers are thick plastic material. I use this for anything. Last semester I used it for my physics and my genetics. I feel like this would be amazing for organic chemistry because you can do all your chair conformations, flip the chair, you can draw all your molecules, all your hexagons will look nice and cute here because it has that square feature. So I'm excited to use that this semester because when you're using lined paper, especially for your science major, it's hard to draw those conformations. Your hexagons will look fantastic. If there's anything that you're going to buy or get a good tip from in this entire video, is this notebook. I am freaking obsessed. Along with that notebook, I like having lined paper. So this is a 5-star reinforcement lined paper. I like thick paper, like I told you. And I use this for anything else that's not like my main class. Last semester for my statistic classes, there wasn't many calculations. It was a lot of knowledge. So I just liked using this because we didn't have a lot of notes in the class and I didn't want to have a whole notebook for it. So I would use loose leaf and then put it in some sort of binder when I got home. So this is something that I really like. Sometimes you need some sort of loose leaf paper, kind of random stuff to write on. So I just like having extra paper in my backpack just for that. Next thing we have our planner. I'm like a wave when I'm using my planners. Like some weeks I'm like up there writing everything down. Some weeks I'm like not even using it, opening it. The thing I like about this planner is that it has a to-do list. I love making a to-do list. So it's just your regular day. You can get your tasks done. You can have your to-do list and you can also write your schedule for the day. Other planners either have like a really, really small area. I don't like small planners. I like big planners because I have a lot of things to write down. So this one's been one of my favorites. I love trying out new planners every year. I know this year has been a bummer and there's not a lot of things that I could fill this up with like fun-wise, but it really keeps me on track for all my homework assignments. It is really easy to miss an assignment in college, so I like to write everything down so I'm never missing anything. Sometimes Canvas doesn't tell you all the assignments. Some classes don't remind you of all the assignments you have to do. So at the beginning of the year, I like to write all of my assignments down so I never miss one, because you miss one and your grade starts dropping. Your grade goes, she goes, woo. So I like to have a planner. So now that my backpack is empty, this is the last item, is my computer. Like I told you guys, my backpack has a computer sleeve. This is a 13-inch MacBook Air. This item is very crucial and important this semester. All our stuff are online, so you're gonna be in Canvas all the time. You're gonna be doing your Zoom meetings. You take this for practice. This is your textbooks. I don't like having physical textbooks because it's too heavy to carry around and they're more expensive in my opinion. I like to find them online, have them on PDF. A lot of them I can find online or through my university page. Sometimes they have their textbooks. That way I'm not carrying so many things. They're all digital copy. I can find my textbook wherever they are, and then they're just in my computer. Sometimes I also like to have an iPad in here. I don't have an iPad Pro, I have an iPad mini, and that way as I'm doing my classes I can have my textbook open on my iPad on the side, and as the teacher is doing its lecture I can follow along there and I don't have to have so many tabs open on my computer, but I don't currently have my iPad in here. Now I just want to show you some extra supplies that I bought this year that I won't be keeping in my backpack. So like I said, I like having loose leaf paper, so at the end of the day, after I'm done writing all my notes, my loose leaf paper, I go ahead and put it in a bind. That way I can put in my binders, my papers are not all over the place. I hate losing school papers because sometimes that one paper that you lose is the one you need for your assignment. So I like to have it in here so I can keep track of all my papers. And then for stationery, I have some extra dry erase markers because I have a whiteboard in my home and that's easier for me to study for any of my science classes. I have some extra highlighters to keep it nice and colorful and have fun while I'm writing my notes. I like to add a little pizzazz to it. Sometimes they're too black and white and it makes me sad. Like if I'm looking at genetics, like I want to see colors. I want to see colors, I want to see life. Like I know I'm learning about life, but I want to see it, you know? And the last thing I have are some extra mechanical pencils. These things get lost. I don't know how I lose these so quickly. Like I start with 10 and then I have that one last one and I end up having that one mechanical pencil for like 5 months, but I can't seem to keep 10 in my bag for like the entire school year. You know what I mean? So that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're gonna buy anything, buy the notebook. I swear your life will change. I'm just leaving it right there. I'll leave everything that I got from Amazon down below, especially the notebook, so you can go get it. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below on any video you guys want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Follow me on my Instagram at natasha.matherin, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Ooh.